day 23. Day 23. I'm getting started way later today. As you can tell from the video, it's nighttime. It's about 10 o'clock. And, if it weren't for you guys, I probably wouldn't have done tonight. But, that's the point of it. People holding each other accountable. And it's like, when you take a day off, that's when things get a little dangerous. I think it's one of those rules in Atomic Habits, sure, take one day off, but never take more than one day. But, I don't think that works for me. I know I've been talking about Casey Neistat a lot, but he said the same thing to John Ushai, the first time he took one day off, it was over. That's what killed the streak. And it's like if you're on a diet and you eat one M&M, it's over. And so I guess that's kind of how I feel about taking breaks. Well, if you're trying to go for some sort of streak. But that's just me. Breaks are healthy and stuff. I just know that when I take a day off or whatever, it's the chances of me not getting back into that habit are pretty high. And I don't know. I could blame it on a lot of things, but I think me being so easily distracted by whatever's novel in the moment has a lot to do with that. And so if there's a new project idea or something that I want to try, and I give myself permission to take one day off from the 30 for 30, then that new project will take over my life and I'll never do the 30 for 30 again. And it's just that's just how my brain works. But not everybody's like that, and taking breaks is healthy, and you gotta find a way to unload, to offload. That's what Dr. K says. Oh, yeah. So today, for me, it was mostly just a cleaning day. I cleaned the studio, the bathrooms, all the cat stuff. I mean, we do that every day, but today was my day. Yeah, it was just kind of a clean and study. And I did a little editing on this cat vlog, and I thought about doing a different vlog, in the moment today, because that's one of those things. I said I had an epiphany last night, and I think I understand why I'm trying so hard for this daily idea. It's because of the novelty of it, really, but the continued novelty of it. So every day is a new project I can obsess over and get that feeling out of. And so instead of taking the chance on getting distracted from one project I've already put 50% of the work into, why not just figure out how to shorten that percentage per project, as in one day, and figure out the best way you can get it out of one day. And then you don't have to worry about getting distracted and moving on to something else. So these projects that I can put 100% into, as long as I set one constraint, one day, I think it'll be solid. And there's a lot going on with my channel and my analytics and stuff like that. I really don't pay much attention, because at least I'm not right now, because I'm just kind of in my zone on trying to figure this out. And in doing so, I've uploaded more long forms than I have in a very long time, even though it's only been 4. Still, in the span of 2 to 3 weeks, 4, that's way more than anything I've done before. And so yeah, I think really the numbers here don't matter as much on the long form, and the only reason they matter on the short form is just because I have animators to pay and I need to take care of some bills while I figure out this new dream of mine, this creative fulfillment vlog shit. And so that's the only reason why those numbers matter. But the long form, they don't get the same attention, and it's obvious, right? Because most of my subscribers came from shorts, and some of those people are cool enough to want to be a part of a community, and so they join the Discord, and that's why I push it so hard on those shorts. I always put the Discord link everywhere, because that's an opportunity to build the community that otherwise would be ignoring you. And that is kind of how it is for shorts creators. But that's all right. And so, how do you get shorts creators to go to long form? You don't. You can try by making shorter long forms, but you're not going to pull somebody out of the format they're watching in, which is vertical. It's just, you can, it's possible, but when it comes to the statistics of it, very rarely are you going to be able to do that. And so, it doesn't mean that I'm still not getting good numbers inside my community, which is like, this is way more than I was getting doing no shorts at all, right? If 1% of my shorts people end up being a part of my Discord, and then 20% of those Discord members end up watching my long form, then that's more than the 0 I was getting before. And so that's the way I look at it. And it's a little bit of a roundabout way to build a community, especially one that watches long form. But like, now I'm getting 1,000 views on long forms and stuff like that, which is pretty cool to me. And it might seem like it's humbling, but you got to realize it's not for me, because that big number, the big subscriber number, it's something that I feel I haven't really deserved, because it's shorts, right? Like, if I were to accurately guess my subscriber number, 4,000, maybe 5,000, something like that. And that's just the truth of it. Like, these are people that will watch, right? They will get notifications, and they will watch those long forms, and they will be a part of your community. And that's just, I mean, like, I'm being real about it. Like, that's just how it is. And I do see a couple comments, and it's always shit talking. It is just like, see, this is what happens with shorts channels. They don't really build a community and blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, I know. It's tough, man. What are you doing? Like, it's just like, I don't know. I think people see the big number and they immediately want to attack. And it's like, dude, I'm one of you. Hell, you probably have more subscribers than me, realistically. But it's a sad state of affairs. Like, we should just all root for each other. And do I think the short subscriber thing, the inflated, is kind of bullshit? Yeah. I do think it's bullshit, because it's like, you can't really judge a creator's value. That's tough, right? Because if I turn that on me and I say I'm judging John's value and his creativity off of this number that he doesn't deserve, that's a little bit difficult, because I feel like I do deserve subscribers. I just, in that short amount of time, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it was a lot easier to know what creators had really, like, put in the work. And I have put in that work, but just not consistently on one channel with one focus. It's kind of been a mixed bag of working for another and all that stuff. And I don't know where I'd be now if I didn't do all that, but I definitely wouldn't know as much, probably. And now, what got me started on this whole topic was I saw, my wife showed me a comment that got left under one of my long forms, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't look at these comments. And she was like, well, what an asshole. I'm like, yeah, see, this is why I don't, because then I think about it, and then I want to tell them, like, yeah, I understand what you say. But then if I bring attention to it, then it's like, that's all they wanted, and that's what trolls do. And I'm always like, I'd rather, unless somebody's like outwardly being an asshole, I'd rather recruit them and make them a part of the team. You know, like I just want to build something bigger. But some people are out to just hate and then do nothing with their lives, and that's cool. But regardless, you have to ignore it all. Just don't respond, because you're just you're giving them an inch and waiting on the mile. So yeah, that's the way I look at it. I mean, you can build a big community with shorts. It's just not going to be as big as what that subscriber number says. And it's sort of like a community fast forward button, but if you guys look at how many people interact in the Discord, it's not 620, you know? It's like some people treat the Discord like they treat YouTube, where they just lurk, they watch, and they move on. And I don't care. I don't mind that at all, you know? But I do enjoy when people talk more. Obviously, we want that. We want to interact and help people and learn from each other and have fun and all that stuff. So yeah, the goals are the same. The public impression is just a little fucky. And I do have people that will occasionally say, like, hey, your views are doing bad, or your views are doing good, or something like that. And I'm like, I don't know. You pay attention to it more than I do. I'm just trying to make the next thing. And so that can be a little frustrating, but I get it, you know, people are interested in this stuff. I think I might have just gotten too much of it over the past 3 years that I don't know, taking a break from the analytics of it. I want to help people be creative, and I want them to be creatively fulfilled. And I want to lead by example, you know, and that's kind of where a lot of my silence and work is going to, that goal. And I'm happy about that. I think at the end of the month or next month or whatever, I'm going to have a slew of videos that I will be proud to watch in succession and just follow the end screens all the way back to the first one. And that feels good, man. It feels good to actually have shit out there. And you guys, most of you don't have this problem, but I do. I haven't put out content consistently ever. And so whatever I can do to get there, I think I'll set a better example. Sure, I know a lot about YouTube and I can answer questions, but I don't feel like the qualified expert that I get treated like. And I would like to help more. I just, you know, sometimes I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. But anyway, that was a real long rant about YouTube and me. But the plan tomorrow, since I told you guys I'm trying new things every day, I was going to try to record a vlog in the moment and finish it by the end of the night. 3 o'clock rolls around, I'm like pouring sweat, my stomach is aching, I don't know what the hell's going on. And so I'm like trying to push through it, and I'm on the road, I'm driving at this point, and I'm like saying something to the camera, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling this, I can't do it. And so I finished whatever I was doing, I went back home, and I laid down, and now I feel better. But I know exactly why my stomach was hurting so bad. But yeah, I'm all good now, and had I had the energy this morning that I do now, I don't know, I could be finishing a vlog at this moment. I had a few things that I could have vlogged about. And the more I watch, the more format ideas I learn. But here's the one thing that's catching me up right now is I have a lot of my own style already. I have a lot of my own tendencies to edit things certain ways and little tricks and stuff. I mean, some of these things take time. And I admire Casey for like finding ways around that. But Casey has 15-second clips of drone footage. And that's never been my style. I don't think I would... I mean, I might do that if a cinematic shot is called for. But like, it doesn't help me further the way that I tell stories. And so that's a little tough. You know, I can't really copy him and his format exactly. But I am learning from other vloggers. Life of Riza, she had a lot of good stuff to say. Natalie, I'm just bringing in all I can. I was listening to Casey getting interviewed by Jack Conte. For those that don't know, Jack Conte is the CEO of Patreon. And yeah, he was interviewing him. He's got a channel called Digital Spaghetti. And that is like the kind of YouTube insight that's like truly valuable. There's no how I made 1,000 subscribers in 2 days with automation. Like, there's none of that stuff, right? No YouTube guru stuff. It's just like creators getting interviewed and getting asked the questions that really matter. Anyway, definitely check out Digital Spaghetti. But there was a part in it where it seemed like Casey was getting frustrated because Jack was asking him certain questions that Casey didn't know how to answer. And I felt it because I didn't know how to answer them either if he was asking me. And it comes down to like, well, why did you put the music there? Why did you start the music right then? Was it to emphasize this or that? And it's like, no, it's intuition. Like, you do it so long, you know where it feels right. And there were similar questions to that, and Casey didn't really, he's like, I don't know, like, you're really challenging me here because these aren't things I ever think about, I just do. And he was asking, like, why did you leave that shot on for X amount of seconds, or why did you cut here, or why do you switch to this scene when you say this word? Like, just these things, like, really digging deep when it's just second nature to Casey. And I felt that, man. I wouldn't know how to answer those questions either. But it's because Jack, he says he doesn't have this creative intuition. He has to methodically I don't know, my brain is stroking. I don't know if that's a word. Methodically, there we go. Oh my god, dude, I just had an Ethan Klein moment. I could not figure it out. Meticulously picks apart all of these things that these creators do, and he studies them and he emulates them, and he becomes a better creator because of it. But he studies so much and he learns so much because he says he can't feel the same things that these creators feel, which is crazy because the dude is crazy creative. One of the best videos I've ever seen was one of his. Methodically. Wow. What was happening there is I could see the word in front of me, and like at the end of the D, there was just this fuzz of letter, and I couldn't figure out where the L sound was going. Oh, you guys ever have that? You see stuff when you think it? I know that there's like the apple test or some shit where some people can't see an apple when they think of an apple. Some people can. Some people see it in black and white. Some people see it realistically. I don't know how to prove any of that shit, but when I imagine an apple, I guess I do I don't see it with my eyes. I see it with my brain. So I don't know how these people answer that, because like the people that say no, I don't see anything, well, neither do I. Not literally. There's like there's something in your head that makes you see it. I don't know. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. But I'll tell you one thing I'm fucking shitty at is spatial awareness when I'm writing. Like when I'm writing letters, like if I was going to put class of 2008 on the back of a car, the last 3 digits would be going off the side of the car because I couldn't get the locations in my brain well enough of how big to make these letters or where to place them or whatever. I've always had trouble with that. I don't know why. I always go off the page because I start too far right, or I don't know. Some people can just write and it'll be perfectly centered exactly where they want it to be. I need Adobe's Align tool for that. I need a snap in real life, you know? Snap. Yeah. Other than that, I don't really have much on my plate. I'm thinking for the vlog tomorrow, because I do want to try this. I'll start out talking about the stuff that I just talked about to you guys, like the whole getting hate comments and kind of explaining, like, yeah, I understand. Here's the deal. What I think about the amount of subscribers I have and like how realistic is that number. Like that, it doesn't help anything. Like those, I kind of want to talk about it. And maybe it was a hate comment that it didn't get under my skin. It made me want to explain myself. And I don't think it's because of that person. It's just because I get it all the time. And the fact is, it's like I feel the same way. I feel what they said. And those are the only hate comments that really get to you. The ones that you kind of know are true. And the things that you've been thinking. Like, one time I got this hate comment. Before I ever had like a 1 million view video or any success on my channel or whatever, I saw a comment on vidIQ, and the guy, like, he said something like, none of these guys have a channel that worked. None of them are successful on YouTube, blah, 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 blah. And, which, it's like, dude, okay, I get what they're saying, and I felt that because I didn't have a personal success on YouTube. Like, I had big videos on vidIQ, and he pointed out, like, yeah, the only reason that they have big videos is because vidIQ was already big. It's like, okay, well then nothing that I'm saying in those videos is valid. Like, I don't know how to respond to that, but it did hurt because it's like, it's fucking true. Like, what do I have? You know what I mean? Where's mine? I do need to get out there and kind of prove myself on this. At least that's the way I felt. I was helping so many channels do their thing. I was helping them with thumbnails and YouTube advice, and they were getting big views and stuff like that. And so that stuff wasn't fake, but that comment still got to me. But yeah, I get a ton of hate comments, especially in the shorts. But those are the only 2 that really stuck with me. I guess that's a little more of a healthy mindset. At some point when the shorts started blowing up, I had to turn off the comment notifications. Once I realized how many people didn't understand that the fire truck broke my toe thing, like, was a joke. Obviously, I broke my toe. That's when I had to turn them off. I was like, I can't deal with so many dummies. Just like this last one that I posted, where I said, the kids knew what happened and they never told a soul until now. Alluding to the fact that I'm one of the kids, right? I told just now. So they did tell a soul. But 98% of those comments are, well, if they never told a soul, how do you know? And if you go and you look at the retention drop, it drops right before I say until now. And it's probably because I do the thumb up in my nose and it stays there and then I say until now. But still, I mean, there are a lot of people try to jump in there and defend it. Like, he's what, are you guys stupid? He is one of the kids. That's the joke. he says until now at the end. But it's too deafening. Like the amount of people saying how do you know, it just overpowers anybody with sense. And that's the thing that happened with the fire truck one and the smoker one, where like I really wasn't talking shit about people smoking in their cars. I was talking shit about people smoking in the drive-through window. But it turned into I hate smokers for the most people. And at some point, there's just no fighting it. And so you kind of have to embrace that these people are paying your bills. And it's okay. As long as it's not like everyone, it's fine. But you can definitely understand that there's room to sorry, I don't know how to say this. There's a lot of space left wanting for somebody that needs creative fulfillment. And so the shorts just, they do not let you connect with people the way that I want to connect with people. And yeah, it is what it is. But I'm still having a great time because right now, like, I'm doing it. Like, I'm doing the thing. I know I'm putting things at risk a little bit because I'm like super focused on doing this vlog shit while I'm trying to like build a team somewhat. And so it is what it is. I am still super happy because every day I'm like, oh, all I have to do is focus on me. And that is an incredible feeling. And I hope we all experience it. Oh man, I have to take the trash out. Today is trash day. That's never fun. Man, YouTube Shorts algorithm is like kind of shitty compared to my Instagram Reels algorithm. My Instagram Reels are so freaking spot on, and they know my humor. Like, it's incredible. Dude, I laugh at maybe every 10, I laugh at 7 of them. They're that good. Oh, man. They got me. They got me on lock, but YouTube is just like awful. Really, it's because if you happen to listen to a short with a specific song on it for a little too long, then it'll serve you that song constantly, thinking like, oh, he likes this trend. We have to show him that a lot now. And so it just over and over, and I'm like, dude, I don't want to hear this anymore, but you can't really stop them. And so yeah, that sucks. And then the amount of creators that just steal content and they just sit there and barely react, like, you know, bad reactors. I get a ton of those, and YouTube knows I hate it, but like, I don't know. That is the one thing I'm looking forward to with this big YouTube update that they keep calling the small update, is that a lot of these people should have no motive to do this stuff anymore. Like, it's inauthentic. They should not be getting paid. The only way that they'd be getting paid is if a BGM company is paying them because they use their song, and the shorts pool is paying the music pool on that side. And that's something that YouTube sort of cracked down on already when they saw it happening. But the problem is they only crack down with anybody that they're not partnered with. And when it comes to music, they are partnered with still the big ones: DistroKid, CD Baby, TuneCore. These companies you send a song to, and then they distribute it out to Spotify, YouTube, whatever. And that's all you need to have a song on YouTube. And then if somebody uses your song from that and it got 2-3 million views, or, well, actually, that's not very much, 100 million views, then you, as a music artist, get a cut from the shorts feed, from the shorts pool. It's called the music pool, regardless of if you created a short or not, because your music was used. And that's how all these creators creating shitty content can still get paid, because there's BGM companies like AnyMind Music that will say, hey, we know you're getting millions of views and you can't get paid for it, but what if you use our music? Then YouTube will pay us and we'll give you a cut. That is probably the best way I've explained this whole BGM situation. But now, hopefully, you understand how much of an issue that is. And you know what? I should probably make a video about it now that I'm free from vidIQ. I can actually say something about all this. I think I will. Anyway, that's it for day 23. I will see you tomorrow for day 24.